Hello, and welcome back to XRP Vault, where we bring you the most recent and intriguing XRP news. We're giving away 10,000 XRP to those who are watching. All you have to do is upvote, subscribe, comment XRP is king and watch the video to the end to be eligible. The winners will be picked next month and publicized on the community page of the channel. Is the creation of comprehensive regulatory frameworks for the crypto asset market obviously putting the European Union ahead of the US? While XRP threatens a steep decline, whales trade 630 million tokens in 3 hours. Could Gary Gensler's career come to an end as a result of this? Continue reading to find out more. At the conclusion of the film, we will also reveal the lucky recipient of 200 XRP today. Check out this new video as soon as possible if this sounds like something that would be of interest to you. According to Susan Friedman, an attorney for Ripple who specializes in international policy, the European Union has established clear regulations for the emerging industry that will eventually lead to the emergence of a natural cryptocurrency. Politicians revealed this yesterday in a report that said although the US seems focused on a comprehensive crackdown on the developing sector, the EU looks at luring cryptocurrency enterprises, and Europe is probably going to get it with crypto business. In a tweet from yesterday, the Rippling Council stated, "We will have the best framework in the world in which enterprises may develop." The markets in the EU and the regulation of crypto assets are the subjects of Stefan Berger's reports. We'll have everything you require for a functional market. This pro-crypto declaration comes as the final vote on legislation created from scratch for the emerging sector is about to take place. Due to issues translating MiCA into its 24 official languages, the EU postponed the decision until April. Importantly, the development occurred despite the European Central Bank's disapproval of cryptocurrencies. MiCA is not ideal, as emphasized by the Guard, who was already recommending a Micro 2.0, as noted by ECB President Christine Lagarde and some other industry participants. Decentralized finance, crypto loans, and staking are not addressed for those working in the sector. Since the plan purports to forbid trading in privacy coins, privacy is an issue, together with what some may consider unworkable anti-money laundering regulations. Nonetheless, MiCA presents the chance for tremendous advances in the direction of clarity. The same cannot be true for the US, where policymakers are still debating whether or not to enact additional regulations for the emerging market. However, regulators, in particular the US Securities and Exchange Commission, have stepped up enforcement efforts by bending regulations that were originally intended for traditional finance and date back several decades. Ripple is one of the companies feeling the brunt of the SEC's apparent overreach and crypto enforcement campaign. The blockchain payments startup and the regulator have been engaged in a legal dispute for more than 2 years over whether the XRP coin it created is an unregistered security. Recall that David Schwartz, chief technical officer at Ripple, recently said the business would be tempted to shut down its US operations. According to a story from last November, the company is trying to grow its clientele throughout Europe. I want to tell you a little bit about Deckpool before I go any further. A market maker is a self-contained liquidity provider. The decentralization of cryptocurrency trading is aided by someone donating their crypto assets to a platform. When you use the export, you can gain rewards with fees from transactions on that platform, which many people consider a type of passive income. A blockchain asset management protocol known as automatic compounding combines data analytics and optimization approaches to automatically combine rewards and produce the maximum potential compound interest rate. To increase AP, these protocols typically invest in LP users' returns or involvement 1 or more times per day. Why? To be clear, anyone can offer liquidity to decentralized platforms like Uniswap, SushiSwap, and other similar ones like 3DSpool. Additionally, there are many advantages to making this kind of long-term investment. First, you will receive rewards for the time that your cryptocurrencies are being staked. Next, decentralized platforms built on blockchains will coordinate crypto trading on a massive scale among numerous users, and they will do this entirely through automated algorithms. If you use the URL provided in the video description, you can collect Dixville's special welcome registration bonus. This incentive entails receiving as much as 100 XRP. This liquidity benefit lasts for 10 days. The incentive is only available when you make a deposit, and the offer is restricted. The weekend saw a substantial increase in whale transactions for XRP, however, and in less than 3 hours, up to 630 million tokens were transferred on a large scale. During a market slump, that might push the asset to its 36-cent low. We'll draw attention to the fact that this extensive whale campaign was divided into 6 distinct transactions in less than 3 hours. The first and largest well-known transaction occurred on Monday and involved the transfer of 253 million XRP, $92.7 million, between 2 unnamed wallets. Just a few seconds after the first transaction, the recipient wallet made the second wire transfer by sending 232 million XRP, $87.4 million, from the funds it had just received to another unnamed wallet. The mysterious wallet executed 3 more transactions as it attempted to transfer the money to Bitstamp. In 12 minutes, all 3 transactions were completed, transferring 140 million XRP to a single Bitstamp address. The first one cost $13.2 million and 35 million XRP. The third transaction moved 30 million XRP, $11.3 million, and the second transaction involved 45 million XRP for $17.1 million. In contrast to our previous report, this weekend's transactions included an inside transfer between 2 wallet addresses. On Monday, $12.5 million and 33 million XRP worth of money was sent. These recent XRP trades have been ongoing, as reported earlier. Last Wednesday saw the transfer of 185 million tokens, of which 100 million were sent to Ripple and 85 million to other whale addresses. Due to a significant accumulation effort, XRP was last week among the top 10 tokens purchased by the 500 largest whales on smart chains and buyers. In the meantime, XRP has not been exempt from the current market-wide fall despite the most recent whale movements. On February 21st, the asset saw a turn rejection at 40 cents, and it has since traded below that level. XRP is down 0.3%. As of press time, it had traded for 37 cents during the previous 24 hours. The majority of indicators are indicating a negative environment as the asset trades below the 50-day EMA, which is still around 38 cents. The asset may crash to the first support level at 37 cents if it breaches the critical level at that price. If there are any additional dips, the support level at 36 cents might hold. Here's where the day's major focus will be. Please remember to tick the notification button and subscribe to our channel if you want to be the first to learn about new developments involving XRP. In light of the most recent study proving that the SEC defends Chinese interests at the expense of American national security, may this spell Gary Gensler's demise? According to attorney John Deaton, Gary Gensler, the head of the Securities and Exchange Commission, might lose his job if a congressional probe into the SEC's oversight of Sequoia Capital's dubious Chinese acquisitions is launched. This was stated in a tweet sent out on Saturday by the attorney defending thousands of XRP holders in the SEC complaint against Ripple, who also noted that Sequoia was a shareholder in FortX. It was in reaction to a post made by Technology's CEO and former international finance professional Brian Costello. In his thread, Costello criticizes Congress for enabling China to grow as a threat to U.S. national security by ignoring the Gensler-led SEC's resistance to look into companies like Sequoia, as stated by Texas Senator John Cornyn, to whom Costello's comments are addressed. He contends that the weaponry competition of the Chinese People's Liberation Army, which is supported by venture capital firms like Sequoia, has propelled China's economic policy of predation. Costello shared a Fox interview in which Colonel Derek Harvey, a former member of the National Security Council and the House Intelligence Committee looking into China, revealed that the SEC and Department of Justice had resisted the FBI's efforts to look into allegations resembling those made by Senator Cornyn. However, Costello suggests that the large amount of political money Sequoia provided during the U.S. midterm elections is a potential explanation for the resistance in the same interview. Particularly noteworthy are the allegations made against Sequoia about the actions of Neil Shin, a founding partner of Sequoia China and a prominent member of the Chinese government's advisory committee. Deaton and Costello have previously appeared to concur on the idea that the SEC is corrupted in order to advance Chinese interests. The case against Ripple and then SEC Chair Jay Clayton is related to Alibaba, which controls Alipay, a cross-border payment network delivering services similar to Ripple's on-demand liquidity service, according to a September 2021 blog post by the attorney. The contentious Bill Hinman speech from 2018 may have been influenced by Wall Street elites' interest in Chinese initial public offerings, according to a blog post by Costello from August of last year. Significantly, the majority of mining companies for Bitcoin and Ethereum were based in China. Hinman's speech made it possible for these companies to conduct initial public offerings, IPOs, in the US, which mostly benefited Wall Street businesses and the legal firms that Hinman and Clayton have worked with. The IT executive claimed in the same piece that Gensler is determined to carry on the tradition of defending Chinese interests at the expense of US clients because he has shown reluctance to look into Chinese companies. Costello cited ongoing conversations with Gensler and Chinese officials. To back up his claims, this portfolio is predominantly made up of Vanguard funds that are substantially invested in Chinese stocks. It's important to note that public interest in the SEC chairman has only grown since the 2008 financial collapse. Requests for comment have not yet received a response from the SEC. The winner of the 200 XRP prize will now be revealed. On TV, the winner is announced. Congratulations! Do not be concerned if you do not win. On March 15, we'll announce a different winner. We are now at the conclusion of this video. Please make sure to like the video, guys, if you liked it. Don't forget to hit the notification button and subscribe. I find that the YouTube algorithm is greatly aided by this. Sharing this video with as many people as you can will also help enlighten others in the same way that you have been enlightened. Let's spread the word about this, guys. Don't miss any of our stuff if you are a serious Bitcoin enthusiast. I'll see you tomorrow to discuss the most recent news that affects our entire community.